Hello, my name is Nicole Vandermeulen. I'd like to thank you for speaking. I am also an attorney. Um, but my question is on disability rights. I know you have a plan for individuals with autism. I am on the spectrum as well. My question is, what do you plan to do on operations such as Goodwill or other operations who pay $2.35 an hour for skilled and sheltered workshops, and how would you create jobs for the disabled population?
Thank you for asking that. The rights of people with disabilities is something that I care deeply about, and we've got to do much more than we're doing. I tried really hard to get the UN negotiated Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities to pass our Senate, because it's a treaty, and we couldn't get it through the Republicans. And it was such a disappointment. Their attitude was, we're not signing on to anything that the UN does, which is kind of strange since air traffic control and postal systems and a lot of other stuff actually have some UN connection. But that's the level of Tea Party mentality that unfortunately we are living with. And so I want us to do much more here at home. I still want to get the convention agreed to. So I think there are a number of things. Specifically with respect to autism, as you know, I've laid out a plan. I'm the only person running for president. I did it in '08. I've done it again this time because we've got to do much more. We have to do much more on research, early intervention, job training, housing, the whole range of benefits and opportunities that need to be available to people on the spectrum. So that's going to be a high priority for me, and I'm glad you're here talking about it. When it comes to jobs, we've got to figure out how we get the minimum wage up and include people with disabilities in the minimum wage. There should not be a tiered wage, and right now there is a tiered wage when it comes to facilities that do provide opportunities, but not at a self-sufficient wage that enable people to gain a degree of independence as far as they can go. So I want us to take a hard look at raising the minimum wage and ending the tiered minimum wages, whether it's for people with disabilities or the tipped wage, which is a real outrage. If any of you know what the tipped wage is, I see a head nodding in the second row. For those of you who don't, in a lot of states, if you work in a service industry where you can receive tips, like a waitress in a hair salon, a bartender or barber, you can legally be paid as little as $2.13 an hour. What is it here? What? $2.35. $2.35. It's a big improvement from $2.13. We're really on the upward trajectory here. And so you've got millions of people who are totally dependent on tips that may or may not make up even a minimum wage, let alone beyond. So we've got these differentials in the minimum wage that I would like to see us do away with. When people talk about raising the minimum wage, they don't always talk about the legal loopholes that we have in it, and I want to get rid of those, and I want to get rid of that for people with disabilities too.